All right. I didn't tell anyone, but we're doing another podcast. But we're
I
doing.
told everyone. I legit fucking told everyone,
Wait,
though.
when'd you tell Fuel? I didn't
I
know
said it in the Discord, dude.
that. Okay, well, you just ruined my damn intro, dog.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude.
Anyways, we're doing things a little bit differently. Here, look. Look how different we're doing it. I'm moving freaking Aerodactyl as I'm talking.
I'm not doing shit, dude. I'm like, I
You
can't even
can't see what
you,
I'm
dude.
doing, but I'm literally shaking Aerodactyl all over the freaking screen right now. Like, this is how informal we're doing it.
Yeah, dude, this is a new type of podcast. This is on some like next level 2020 type shit. You know
We're
what
doing
I mean?
some top banter over here, dog.
Hell yeah. Let's do it, though.
Top freaking banter. And, you know, I'll tell you right now, the first thing we want to do on this podcast is we're going to go systematically through every roster and just give our thoughts, unfiltered, top bant style. But before we do that, Albert, I had one thing I wanted to do. And by the way, last time we did this podcast last season and the season before that, I kind of took on this like host role. And like,
yeah, you did.
It's mostly because I know jack shit about Pokemon. It's the damn truth.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know shit about Pokemon either, dude. Like, I'm just faking it.
I know. It's that podcast was mostly Abrar just like dropping knowledge and us just listening and going, yeah, you're totally right, dog. B minus.
That's pretty much it.
So
yeah, cause like me and Martin had no idea what the fuck was going on, and bro was like on the type course shit, and we were just like, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
Totally.
we got that water,
B-.
grass, fire, D minus, fucking top tier picks, fucking diversity, freaking Dragon Steel Fairy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, all these lure type shit. Yeah, like this
lures,
traps or that.
Rock setters.
Okay. We don't know anything, dude. We're just here like banter and shit. Let's go.
Yeah. But in all honesty, we're the fucking goats, and that's why this podcast is called Goats Talk Draft, okay?
Because we're the goats, and we're talking draft.
Okay. But Albert doesn't know this. He's been running a interview series all season long. Every Saturday, he's been posting an interview, and he's doing a doubleheader this weekend, so make sure to tune in to his channel on Discord. But, you know, like, he's interviewing a bunch of people. Obviously, no one's going to interview him because he's the interviewer. So I thought for our first segment ever on our new podcast, Goats Talk Draft, I would interview him using his exact questions. So,
Albert, I
Albert,
appreciate that, though.
What's your favorite mon?
You know what? It's actually Genesect. I think I've been vocal about this before, but like, I used to play a shit ton of League, right? And like, my main in League is this bug-looking thing called Kha'Zix. And Genesect looks a lot like Kha'Zix, and I was like, holy shit, this mon is the future. It looks amazing. It's got like this amazing ass move pool. It's got like 4 different viable items. And like, okay, it's a techno bug. Like, how badass is that? So I was like, okay, this is definitely my new favorite mon.
Which one came first?
Genesect. But no, like previously my favorite mon was like some, I don't know, dude, like back when I used to play mons, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get all the edgy looking, extremely high damaging mons, because I was like 13 at that time, right? And then when I got back into mons, and I was like really into League, so I was like, okay. And then I saw Genesect in like a random battle. I was like, okay, yeah, this mon is like the truth, dude. This thing is amazing. This is like my new favorite mon for sure.
Hold on. So, you played this League character first?
Yeah.
Then saw Genesect, and were like, okay, this mon is like great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Fair enough. Because what you described from the League of Legends is exactly what Genesect is, but
yeah, pretty much.
I have a question for you. Like, I don't know if this is confirmed, but is Genesect like legitimately Kabutops? Because like that's the theory I read.
Yeah, I saw that theory, but like I have no idea.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah, but Kabutops is another goat mon, by the way.
Where did you get your name? Where did you get your name?
Yo, I think I put that in my interview thing. But anyways, again, it comes from League. There was a jungler I respected called Dandy, and I was like, damn, dude, this guy is also the truth. This guy is the greatest player of all time. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my name Dondi because like I was like the biggest fanboy of this dude ever. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make my name Dondi, and just I never changed it. It's actually like a lame ass story, but like that's where it's from.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty freaking lame.
Yeah,
And
it is. It really is.
I apologize for the messenger pings. That's off mine. I'm about to close it. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Moving on. What is... No, sorry. How did you get into competitive Pokemon?
Right. This is like DPP, and I was like 10 years old, right? And I just beat the Elite Four, and I was like watching videos online of this dude called Maryland, and he was like competitive battling, and I was like, wait a sec, I have no idea. Yeah, like Maryland was a goat back then, dude. But like, I thought this dude was amazing, and I was watching a bunch of his competitive battles, and he kept on talking about like EVs and shit. And I was like, what the fuck are these things? So I had to like, then I searched them up online, and like I found out about Smogon, and that's pretty much how I got into it. Okay. Again, not the greatest story, but like, what can I say?
It's funny because I read Michelle's interview recently, and she said the exact same thing. Like, she was intrigued by EVs, and like the rest is history.
Yeah, pretty much EVs are like the gateway drug to competitive mons. Quote me on that.
Well, like I personally think, like I know I was the first interview, but I think my gateway into mons, competitive mons, was very unique. Like it was really weird. It's like this. I looked him up. He has over 500,000 subs now on YouTube.
Yours is like different than most of us because like
it's bizarre. It's like it's a very bizarre story. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go to Discord. What's it called? What's the channel?
It's called like Dondi Talkie. So take a look at that.
Yeah, Dondi Talkie. Look it up. It's great. It's great. And you get to know your fellow battlers a little bit more. I really enjoy it. I've been like anticipating each episode, each interview. Like I've been messaging Donder. I've been saying like, when's the next episode coming out?
Yeah, he has. I appreciate that too, because like I try to put in some work into these.
Yeah, and here's an exclusive scoop. The next one's Jeff. I know Donder didn't want me to say that, but I'm saying it. Next one's
Jeff.
For fuck's
sake, dude.
What's your favorite generation, Donder?
Gen 4, easy, because that's when I got into comp, and that's when I pretty much got into like mons.
Really?
That was, yeah.
So you got into mons and competitive in the same generation?
Yeah, dude.
Interesting. All right,
dude. Because like my parents were like super strict, so they wouldn't let me they did not let me get a Game Boy, so I never played like the Gen 1 to 3 games.
Interesting.
But like my friends kept on trading like Pokemon cards, so I was like, wow, this game looks fun. So when DPP dropped, I convinced my parents to get me a DS, and that's when I got into it.
Fair enough. What's your favorite tier on Smogon?
Okay, Smogon sucks. Next question.
No, you gotta answer it, dog. Okay, fine. I'll answer it for you. Gen 6, Gen 7, UU, let's go on. Thoughts on the draft meta right now?
It's pretty good. I'm like, I enjoy stall personally, so like, this offense-based shit is like it's good for me personally. I like it. It makes it easier to play against.
Wait, why? Because stall counters it?
Yeah, stall's pretty like decent against most forms of offense, in my opinion. Because you have like,
I don't know.
You have like,
sorry, go ahead. It's
no, you have like good threat. You have good switch-ins to a lot of offense mons typically, in my opinion.
I completely disagree. I feel like people are just drafting their win conditions first and foremost, and they're just so powerful that it's just like you cannot draft an answer that is all encompassing. So like a balanced or stall playstyle is unviable. That's just the way I feel. I drafted Zapdos and Suicune this season, so we'll see.
Yeah, will see.
We'll see how that does, because that's kind of a stally / balance / like.
You have like this like bulky kind of shit.
Yeah, we'll see how that does, but I personally don't believe what I drafted is viable. I don't, but.
Wow.
I don't know. I literally only drafted it for legacy reasons because Zapdos
Dude, like,
is my signature mon and Suicune is Julian's signature mon, and I hope
dude, but,
Julian.
like, everybody's like saying your draft is scary as shit though.
But the thing is, I'm trash at Pokemon. Like, I still haven't even played my matches. I guarantee you, I'm gonna lose at least one of them, maybe two. Okay, we gotta keep this going because this is already delayed, dog.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Players you respect. That's my next note.
You, dude, Martin, you're the GOAT. Like, I don't know, honestly, when I got in a draft in Gen 6 in Season 5, dude, I thought you were the fucking GOAT, because, like,
I fucking
this man destroyed me in my first draft match. Like, it was like a straight 6-0. Like, I will never forget that match. And then, like, he cooked me in an OU tournament as well. I was like, wow, this guy's the truth. Martin's actually the greatest player of all time.
Oh, damn. Oh. I remember that. Like, okay. That's, I think, one of only... I don't remember if Janae did it, but I think it's the only 12-0 week. Or did any other mon do it?
Like, since I've been drafting, I believe it's the only 12-0 week, but I'm not sure.
I can guarantee you, before that, there was no 12-0 weeks.
Yeah, so, you were the first. You made history.
At least the first. I don't know if anyone's ever done it since. If anyone watches this and knows, please comment below. Because I don't know if anyone's ever done a 12-0 week other than that. But Clefable literally went 12-0 that week. It was nasty. It was disgusting. It was unfair.
I wanted to quit draft after that.
Wait, what?
Dude, like, you destroyed me so hard. I was like, oh my god, I don't even want to play the rest of my matches anymore. Like, if these are the kind of players I'm going up against, I have no chance.
Is there any other people you respect?
Just, like, unironic answer. Probably, like, Matt S, Junaid, Abrar. Those are, like, the players that, like, I actually want to, like, look up to and, like, improve on. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, they're season winners except Abrar. Wait, did Matt S win the season?
No, he never won it either. But, like, he was a high seed in season 6, and I was like, this guy's pretty good as well.
Okay, last question. Your favorite roster of all time, and I think I know this answer, but go ahead.
Okay, it's not the answer you're thinking of. It's season 6.
Come on, brah.
Dude, okay, season 6 had all the mons I would enjoy competitively, like Zygarde and fucking Celesteela. That is the GOAT core.
Fair enough.
Amazing core. And then I had like Porygon 2, Heracross, and like fucking not Aerodactyl, Celebi. Those are all like mons I really enjoyed using, and I thought it was like a great versatile roster. So,
okay,
that's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, but like second favorite is season 9, the last season. That was also a GOAT roster.
I think it's more enhanced by the teammate aspect. Just
yeah. Honestly, we had so much fun last season.
Yeah, like, we had fun.
Yeah, like I'm sad that we didn't win, but like it was such a good experience that I don't really mind.
Okay, fair enough. So I know this podcast. I don't even know how long has this been recording. It's been 13 minutes. I wanted to do Albert a favor because his interview series has been amazing. So I thought, he deserves an interview of his own. So
man,
like,
thanks, man.
Because Albert, he's my bro. Like, he's amazing. But on that note, we should transition and we should start talking about rosters. And we got this like freaking jokes ass freaking page here, like
the overlay.
Goats Talk Draft. We're the H2 easy for you goats. We're just too nasty. The first roster we're talking about, I don't even know. Like, who is this? I don't
Probably
even
Flem, right? Yeah, this dude.
Yeah, Fleminator. What do you think? We're also, as a preface, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but we're trying to limit this. We're not trying to make it go too long. That's why I brought up the time earlier. 13 minutes. We're trying to make this, we're trying to limit it. Because, I know the previous podcast, we literally did, an hour and a half per conference. We're trying to do it a little bit shorter.
For sure.
So we're trying to, go speed round. So, first roster, Fleminator. He first picked Gallade Mega, which I drafted before, actually.
Dude, it's good. That shit's really good.
I think I'm only one of two people that drafted it before. I think me and Jordan drafted it before, and both of us shit the bed with it.
Yeah, you made it look like trash, dude. No offense.
And I literally, like, when I did that, when I drafted it, I was like, man, it deserves so much better. That was my worst season ever. I did so shit with it.
Yeah, you definitely shit the bed. No offense, fam, but like you make Gallade look like trash, and that's why it was A tier for so long. It was actually so valued at A tier.
No, when I drafted it, it was A minus. I think it went to A tier, even though I did shit with it. I think it still went up up one. But yeah, I think it's A plus now, right?
Yeah, it's A plus where it belongs.
Okay, so I want you to talk about this roster now.
Yo, it has no ground type. I can't give this roster a high score, dude. I only care about those ground types. Without ground types, like that Tapu Koko just destroys this roster.
Yeah, but it has Zapdos.
Yeah, Zapdos is great and all, but it's not a ground type, dude. Volt Switch, U-turn, this guy gets momentumed on like crazy.
True, but it has Metagross.
Yo, Metagross isn't a stopped Volt Switch though.
I know it isn't, but we love Metagross.
Yeah, Metagross is lit though. That's a good addition. I'll give you that.
You know what's weird is this is the thing I noticed about Trevenant is in draft, it's been ever present, especially in the earlier seasons.
I wasn't in the earlier seasons.
In the earlier seasons, 2 through like 5, let's say, Trevenant was pretty relevant, and it caused a lot of upsets. And you would go on Smogon's website, and it wouldn't even have a bio. Like, it would be RU, and it would be just, when like Smogon has like no bullet points and no description, but it just has a set.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what like Trevenant would be, and it was like weird to me because in draft Trevenant was like very relevant.
Dude, it's a menace. If you give it one free turn, it just like sets up like you can't do anything about it because it just spams like Substitute, Leech Seed, and Phantom Force. It's annoying as shit.
Yeah, and the Harvest just gives it free recovery because like everyone knows 50% is 100%.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but overall, like, Regigigas at 4th pick, like, come on, bro, that one's
well, it's a list draft, but at the same time, I'm not like it's not a wavy draft. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the Regigigas pick at all. Like, you cannot. But I gotta respect. He picked Zapdos 9th. Like, what?
But dude, Zapdos wasn't taken in this conference, so he just picked it he picked it up later, I think.
Fair enough. I do think that if you're going for that balanced draft, picking your like highest tier last is the way to go because
I actually agree with that. We did that last season.
Yeah. Because I just had a like gut feeling no one was picking Weevil, and
you were right too.
Like I just had a gut feeling, but he's 0-2. I haven't watched his matches. Have you?
I watched like one of them. He had some like no offense again, but you brought like some trash can foul play Bisharp, which is like again trash can. So like the roster itself can hold its own. Just don't bring foul play Bisharp next time, please.
Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta keep this going. Ethan, the GOAT.
The 0-2 GOAT.
I'll declare right now, Ethan is the best player in draft history. I know Junaid is a 3-time champion, but Ethan's better than him.
Dude, I think Ethan's great, but this roster, like the more I look at it, it's like it's another roster without a ground type, and like I can't. Those rosters just aren't wavy. You know what I mean? Like
you need a ground type.
Yeah, you really do.
It's one of the freest immunities in the game.
Yeah.
You need a ground type.
Is like.
Yeah.
Like your ground type, like your electric immunity is fucking Shedinja. So like, I love your balance core, fam. Like it's really good, but like Shedinja, dude.
You're talking about Heatran and Finny, right?
Yeah, Mega Latios.
You think that's included?
Yeah, I think that's a brutal core to go up against.
Fair enough.
Like, just typing wise and stats wise, that's actually insanely difficult to break.
But like, I don't know. I just feel like I see. I remember talking to Albert before last season, so like pre-season 9. I was a big fan of Serena, and the big reason I was a fan of it was because Ethan absolutely destroyed me with it.
Yeah, it's a good mon. I picked it
And
up this season.
and I wanted that mon that season, but Albert suggested Tangela, and I like Tangela too. But what I'm trying to get at is I feel like Ethan knows it's a good mon and just felt compelled to draft it, even though it doesn't necessarily fit his team.
Sure, yeah, I get what you mean.
Sure, it like fits that Heatran and Tapu Fini, Serena core, but I still feel like it was just like a blatant just like
because he wanted it, right? Like
yeah, just because I'm a victim of this too, but like I know I've done well with Mons before in previous seasons, and I just instantly draft them for some like unknown reason. Yeah. And the reason I bring this up is because I feel like maybe he could have picked something that synergizes better with Hawlucha. Hawlucha seems like a very, I don't know, like
Busteroni. I hate that mon.
It's a bad mon. Like I mean, as in like I hate it, but it just seems kind of out of place on this roster.
Okay, I feel like he just drafted it because it's like, okay, it was still up and I have a Tapu, so like, you know that like Misty Seed plus Hawlucha, that's broken, right? So I'm just gonna pick it up. But like if you drafted like something that, yeah, you're right, like synergize better with Hawlucha, like to bring it in via like Volt Switch or something, I would have liked to see that.
Also, he drafted Hawlucha before, and one thing I noticed about Ethan is that he has been someone who prided himself on drafting new rosters every time.
Yeah.
He didn't
no repeats.
Yeah, he didn't like repeats. And looking at this roster, I see Latias is a repeat, Serena is a repeat, Hawlucha is a repeat.
Yeah, Lucha.
That's 3 repeats right there, and they're very core to him. But on that, no, wait. One thing I forgot to mention: are we rating these rosters or no?
Yeah, no, let's not.
Okay, let's not.
Like neither of us know anything about Mons is the thing, though.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, last season's podcast and the season before that, when ratings came up, like I was just struggling. I was like, I don't know what to rate them. Like, I legitimately don't know. Like,
yeah, like in my channel, I just rated them based on like my gut feel, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I gave some justifications, but like, if you want like real quality analyses, like I think you better go to like Wazap's channel, like Junaid's, because he probably knows way more than I do.
No, he's trash. I would destroy him. Whoa!
Yo!
Shmoloyo is next.
Oh, this dude.
Shlomoyo.
This dude's like the Mad S. He's got that Mad S core going
on. Wait. I just noticed. He drafted 11 Mons like me.
Yo, this guy's on the next level kind of shit. He drafted like a lot of Mons I like too, like Swampert. I think that Mon's big Busteroni.
I think I remember someone talking shit about Florges. I think it was...
It's a Brar. A Brar hates Florges.
I was going to say, I think it's a Brar. But it's a good Mon. I don't hate it. I think it's good.
It's not bad. Like, when you look at it stat-wise, it's also, like, it's got some insane Spadef.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not passive at all. It's got higher special attack than Latias. So what more can you want?
I don't hate this team. I think Swampert, Beedrill, and Hoopa, like, they're just god Mons. They're
really good.
God Mons.
Yeah, he's got, like, a bunch of great Mons. And he's got, like, he had, like, some really close games as well. So, like, he knows how to play the game.
Did he play his matches already?
Yeah, he's 0-2, though.
What did Hoopa do?
I don't think he's brought it yet.
No, well, it has 1 KO and 1 thing on the sheet.
Oh, shit, okay, I don't remember that match. Must have been against Kevin or something.
Didn't you draft Cicino?
Cincino? No, I drafted Amapom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're very similar as well.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, maybe he fell into this similar symptom of me. Like, I drafted literally 4 low tiers at the end just for no reason. And he did that too with Ariados, Drifblim, Magmortar, and Swalot.
Yeah, but like,
Ink...
at least Ariados is giving him like options, right? Like, like webs are an option.
Fair enough. I don't know. Something's missing. I think he needs to fix it, but we should move on.
Yeah, it's not a bad roster though. That's my point.
New name plus. Who's this?
Lucas.
Lucas?
Yeah, he's 2-0 as well. Like he's tearing it up.
He made a new name, I guess. That's why he named
himself plus.
Plus. What was his old name? I can't remember it right
now. It was like some Rick and Morty reference.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm tiny pickle bitch.
I'm tiny. Something. Yeah. That's lame.
Yeah. Like I don't want to like shit talk names, but
it's really fucking lame because you really like none of us here in the draft have high IQ, so like we can't understand that name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we actually just do not understand the reference. We don't have the brain cells necessary for it.
Yeah, you need high IQ, and we don't have
it.
Yeah. Indicated by this podcast.
Pretty much. Yo, I was shit talking this roster hard in my channel, but like it's actually putting in work.
Why though?
I don't know, dude. Like, it's hard to explain. The dude drafted a Rakunit first pick, and I was like, okay, if you're drafting a Rakunit first pick, like, what the fuck, right? But like, he's actually like putting it to work, and like I can't even shit talk that because we drafted Como first pick last time around, and like we put in work with it. So.
Did we?
Yeah, we got really. Como first pick last time.
Yeah, but we didn't put in work. I think it shit the bed, to be honest.
Really? I think Como was like a pretty good pick, though. I'm gonna check the roster last season.
I didn't really like it, and yet I picked it again because I'm a retard.
Oh yeah, you're right. Como was a pretty shit tier pickup by us.
I think Marowak Alolan is one of the better value picks. I think B plus is kind of generous. I think it's better than that.
I think it's a 65 point Mon. I hate the Mon, but like it's pretty good.
Yeah, 65 point. That's an interesting perspective because I kind of always felt that maybe draft should shift to a place where it's not a 10-point gap. It's literally
5 points between all tiers, right?
Yeah, like I think maybe it should be like that way because why should I draft the A- when B pluses are almost as good and they're 10 points cheaper? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, we were talking about that in council because there are a lot of Mons that like fit into that gap between 65 and like 70. You know?
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't join council this season. I wasn't supposed to draft this season, but
yeah, and then like I talked you into it, and you were like, as soon as I did it, you were like, "This is the biggest mistake ever."
One thing Lucas has is Excadrill though, which is like
that's a Godmon.
Certified Godmon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it really is a certified Godmon.
Certified.
Excadrill, like it always puts in work, and like this dude has no sand. I think it's better without sand, honestly.
No, like I don't think you need sand for it. When I drafted it, I didn't have sand, and it's a very good choice scarf mon. It's a very good choice band mon. It's a very good life orb mon. It's a very good leftovers mon. You don't need sand.
It's very good in everything. Mon really is just the GOAT mon, dude. Like its stats are like okay, but like it really is just it always performs.
It has 135 attack and decent ball.
Wouldn't say decent. Like it's got 110 HP and that's really it.
Well, yeah, but if you invest in like max defense, for example, it can and like add the leftovers on there, it can take hits on defensive side, for example.
Yeah, for sure.
Special defense. I want to move on, but before we move on, we got to talk about Ferroseed because I don't think Ferroseed is good, and I think it's really overblown. For some reason, people consider it a good Pokemon in draft.
Dude, it's 10 points. It's 10 points.
I know it's 10 points, but I don't think it's as good as people think.
Like, for 10 points, all it needs to do is, like, maybe get up rocks and, like, eat a hit, and it's going to be worthwhile, because, like, 10-point Mon's complete dog shit, you know?
Fair enough. But I drafted it once and never felt compelled to bring it onto my roster.
Yeah, I feel bad. I kind of felt bad about that because like I was the one that like pretty much convinced you to do it.
No, You really weren't, because I remember facing, I forget his name. I think he always drafted Lando and Manetrik. If someone knows who I'm talking about, please leave a comment.
Oh, it's been
But
brought up before, but I don't
he
like.
he drafted Pharaoh Seed, and I came up against him, and I kind of struggled with it, and that's why I wanted to draft
Okay.
it, but I never felt compelled to bring it. But we got to move on.
All right, Arif.
Agent Star, which is weird because Arif usually goes by First Dyer, but I guess he goes
Yeah.
by Agent Star
Who
now.
knows?
I was actually, I was pretty close with him on this draft.
Oh, nice.
He I consulted him quite a bit about this draft. Not the Keldeo and Weevil pick, but stuff like maybe Kadabra, which is
yeah. Okay. I see where that comes from.
That's a certified.
Yeah, that's a certified Martin Mon. Big dabbers.
Even telling him to Z move Rotom Heat. That's something that I inspired him to do. I told him it would be a good Zmon. He wanted to do Weevil, but I said Rotom is probably better because it only gets Overheat, and to Z Overheat.
You can Z it, right? Yeah.
But what do you think about this roster?
It looks like some shit out of Oras, and I kind of like that, dude. Keldeo, Weavile, Amoonguss. That's a pretty lit core. And I know Abrar really hates Fortress, but I think it's not bad. It's 40 points now, so I think it's pretty good actually.
I actually do agree with Abrar. I don't like Fortress at all. I think at least when I run it, I usually put Volt Switch on it, and that's as my only attack move. People put Gyro Ball on it, that's just pointless. I think it's garbage.
Yeah, but I like how it has a bunch of different options as far as recovery goes.
How so?
Sorry, not just recovery, but just in terms of hazards. It gets I think every hazard except for webs, and it gets Volt Switch and Pain Split, and it gets Rapid Spin. Yeah. So it's got also not irrelevant attack, so it's not that bad.
It's an interesting mod, but I actually like Keldeo, Weevil, Amoonguss. I think that's a decent 3 first picks.
And he also drafted Float Eternal, which I think is also a great mon. Everybody's shitting on it for some reason, but I love it.
Right?
Yeah. He drafted 2 of my picks, Float and Ambipom.
We'll get to that later. But I guess that's it. Druddigon, I don't know. I still to this day don't know what it does.
It's this slow dragon type, dude.
But why? What's the point?
It's it hits hard with sheer force, and it gets Stealth Rocks and Mold Breaker and Glare. So it's you can be supportive or offensive based on your needs. It's not bad.
I don't know. I just don't get that mon. It's kind of
you just don't understand it.
Yeah, it just seems kind of pointless. We'll move on to
Junaid.
Quite literally, probably the greatest player in draft
of all
history.
time. Pretty much. And this guy drafted, I think, the best roster of all time in terms of
Well, no, because I drafted this season, so.
You're look at this draft. This is big Busteroni.
I think my draft's better. I don't believe in Celesteela. I don't believe in Dugtrio.
You don't believe in Celesteela? Excuse me?
We've already agreed on that. I know they do different things before someone blasts me.
Yeah, you like Skarmory instead of Celesteela.
Skarmory is the better mon because people have blasted me before for saying Skarmory and Celesteela do the different things, but you're not gonna draft 2 Steel Flying types. And if I'm gonna draft a Steel Flying type, I prefer Skarmory, especially since it's A. It's
much cheaper.
It's much cheaper. It's just a better mon. I think it's better.
No, Celesteela is just annoying as shit, dude. I think it's more it gives you more aneurysms than Skarmory does. Skarmory feels fair to play against.
Fair enough.
Celesteela feels like super AIDS.
I think it's mostly because I'm coming from a Gen 6 perspective where Skarmory is just AIDS, and then in a Gen 7 perspective, Celesteela is more AIDS.
Yeah, Celesteela is mega AIDS. I think he's got 4 different threats, and he's all the best player with insane threats, and then Sinnoh is also under tiered, so I don't know, man. I think this roster is extremely Busteroni.
You think this? Wait, you said this is the best roster ever?
I think this is his best roster in terms of like because he's not like in the like usually he drafted a bunch of like under tiered stuff, but this time he drafted a bunch of regularly like properly tiered stuff, and it still looks broken. So that's what I mean.
I don't see it. I don't think Incineroar and Zach too, and his last 3 picks, Pavilion, Lilligant, and Agron, are that busted. Like,
I don't think they're busted, but I think they're good, you know, and it
I'm not
supports his
hating
big
because
breakers.
reminder, last season when people were hating on his team, I actually liked it. And then
Wait, last season was the one where he played like against with Julian.
No, 2 seasons ago.
Oh yeah, that one. The one
when
where,
he beat me in the final. In
Yeah,
the podcast, I was the only one that was kind of defending his season.
Oh yeah, I was hard shit talking it.
People were hard shit talking it, and I was defending it because I was like, he has Cloyster. That mon's nasty. And then guess what? In the finals, when I came up against him, he destroyed my ass with Cloyster. Like Cloyster. Yeah, like I'm telling you, that roster was nasty. But I don't think this roster is as good as that one. I don't like this roster as much. I don't.
I think it's low-key Busteroni, but we'll see.
I don't. Like, Dragonite is a great mon, and Celesteela is as well. But, like, he's going to rely on Xatu, and that mon, I like that mon. It's not as bulky as you think, though.
No, it isn't.
And it might cost him. I don't know. We'll see. We got to move on, though.
All right, Steve.
Steven. Arena Tapper. Sorry. Arena Tapper. He drafted your boy, but Mega version.
Yeah, Mega T-Tar. Oh wait, which one's my boy?
Tyranitar.
No, because because he also has Rabombi, so I was like, is that my boy?
Well, you didn't draft him.
Yeah, but Rabombi's a goat mon.
I know, but you drafted Tyranitar.
Yeah, well, I got regular T-Tar. He's got Mega T-Tar.
I prefer regular T-Tar, but
yeah, same.
Tyranitar Mega with that like immense special defense plus Sandstorm, it's unkillable.
It really is. It's such a good mon.
It's nasty. And Darmanitan, literally the mon that almost made me quit draft. I literally made a YouTube video.
I remember your video. Like you actually made like this ragey video after you lost to Darmanitan.
Fuck that mon. Fuck Darmanitan, dog. And Azumarill's the water type Darmanitan. Fuck
yeah, pretty much. Alzu is big busted, dude.
Fuck this mon. And then you got Rabombi, which overall it's not. I love it, but it's not broken. But it has Quiver Dance, which is broken. So
it's got Quiver Dance and webs. Like, what more can you want, dude? It's 40 points.
So like, it's his first 5 picks. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, and he's got like some good low tiers as well, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I think his low tiers are overhyped as fuck. Him on top. I don't remember doing anything for the last like 4 seasons. I don't.
Okay, the last season, Likes Jazz never brought Intimidate into him on top, so maybe that's why.
Maybe, but Piloswine, like, yeah, I think you might have a good impression on it, but that's just because we played like dumbasses against Kevin and let Piloswine.
Dude, we had no Piloswine answer.
We just let Piloswine train on us, but it's really not
pretty
that
much.
Good. Gothitelle is a wasted pick.
Yeah, Gothitelle was a waste. That mon, big trash can.
And Noctowl was also a waste. So
yeah, those last 2 mons are big trash can.
I don't know. I don't like those last 4 picks, but his first 5 picks are.
Yeah, those first 5 picks are absolutely like disgusting.
Yeah. Let's move on. Royace, which is Abjeet, I believe.
Yeah, he first picked Furo.
Why?
Nah, it was a mistake. He ran out of time for his first pick, so.
Wait, and he just spouted out Furo?
No, like they skipped his first pick and like he went back and drafted Furo.
I see. Yeah. So his
but it makes for a good meme.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. His first pick is Tapu Bulu then.
Yeah, it's not like grass spam core with like some type core bullshit.
I like Mamoswine, but like I think with the current draft meta, Mamoswine is not a very viable pick. But that's just
really.
I wouldn't draft Mamoswine, and I'm a big fan of it, but I wouldn't draft it.
I think it's okay at best.
Infernape, Z Captain.
I can appreciate that. Although I don't know why he didn't put it on Bulu though. I think Infernape's better without a Z move. Like, I don't know if you agree with me.
Bulu is better with a Z move?
No, I think Infernape is better without a Z move.
I like, personally, my favorite Infernape set is Sash Infernape.
Oh, like Sash Endeavor kind of thing?
Sash Endeavor, Stealth Rock, Taunt,
Mach Punch probably to like
like
get some...
Overheat or
Yeah.
Punch. Like, those are like just a throwaway mon to set up, like lead with. Like, that's my favorite.
But it's got so many options. I think it's better, like, it's got so many options outside of a Z move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should go to Matty Laws.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, I
just drafted like, dude, this guy just drafted Julian's team from season 6 and slapped on like the most AIDS core onto it, on top of it.
What are you talking about?
Jirachi and Togekiss, dude.
So what's the AIDS core?
It's just flinch. Iron Head plus Air Slash, Serene Grace flinch.
But you said Julian's roster plus an AIDS core.
Oh, okay. So Julian's roster was like Blissey, Donphan, Gliscor from season 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had like Jirachi and Togekiss as well on top of that. That's what I was referring to.
I see. I love Jirachi. I love Togekiss. To this day, though, one weird statistic: I've drafted in 9 seasons. I have never drafted a I guess they call them Pixie Mons, you know, like those 600 base Mons, those like Mew, Jirachi, Celebi,
yeah,
etc.
Yeah, like the event, like legendary Mons.
Yeah, I've never drafted Jirachi or Mew or Celebi or like whatever.
Huh, that is interesting.
It's weird, but I really like Mew. I really like Jirachi. Jirachi, like, even at its like base, you could run Scarf or something, Scarf U-turn, Scarf Ironhead, and just like pray. Like,
yeah,
that's just busted at its core.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's got way more sets than just Scarf though. That's what makes it so good.
Yeah. I don't like Ampharos Mega.
It's okay. It's like a low tier Mega, but I would have liked to see like I don't know, like there's some better low tier Megas in my opinion.
He wanted, if I recall correctly, he wanted Aerodactyl Mega or Sceptile. No, he wanted Sceptile Mega.
Wait, did that get sniped from him?
Yeah. Hold on, let me go to the pick before. I think it got sniped. Yeah. Oh. See that? 6,
oh yeah, okay, Abject got it.
6, and then 6.
That hurts.
You see that? He got literally
sniped.
I see it. He really wanted Sceptile, and he asked me like personally, like Sceptile or Ampharos, and I was like, Sceptile, obviously, it's way better.
Yeah, Sceptile is way better.
But yeah. I guess
it's okay roster. I can appreciate I can appreciate the idea behind it.
I think it's funny. I think he drafted Dunsparce simply because he drafted the other 3 Serene Grace mods.
Yeah. Because he gets Headbutt too, which is also another Serene Grace mod, so.
You know what?
He's really going all out on this.
Kevin, he's just trash. Let's just skip him. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, Kevin's roster is scary as shit. What are you talking about?
Nah, Kevin's trash. Let's just move on to Michelle. Fuck that. Nah. Let's talk about Michelle. Whimsicott.
Right, Michelle's roster, also big scary.
Flygon, Rotom. I don't get the Rotom normal pick. At first,
yeah,
I was
Rotom
like,
normal is pretty trash can.
Hold on. Like, at first I was like, okay, the typing is way better than, say, Freeze or Flying.
Yeah, for sure.
The typing is better. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, but the stats.
That makes
sense.
Are like... Yeah, the stats
are way
different.
worse.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it as much.
Yeah. It's like slightly faster, and like, but it's got worse stats than everything else, so not worth. I can appreciate the rest of our picks though. Like, I think Scolipede is underrated as shit. I think that mon's great. And like Scolipede, Thundurus, and Terrakion are all mons that I think really need some spotlights on them because they're underrated. People really need to see how good they are.
Yeah, I agree. especially Scolipede. I lost to a Scolipede in the second OU tournament, I think, ever in the series to Abrar. Like, fuck Scolipede. Trash
Yeah, dude.
can mon.
Oh my god, this was back when that was back when Baton Pass was legal, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, because like the strategy back then was like you just use Scolipede, set up like a sword stance and like protect with speed boost, and then pass it to like something like Mega Metagross or like Manaphy, and then Manaphy would like set up like tail glows, and then you just lose.
Yeah. Terrakion's nasty though.
Yeah, like a lot of her roster is pretty nasty. I actually really like this roster.
Yeah.
I think Flygon's really good as well.
But Dugong, what's the point of Dugong or Meganium?
It's probably just a low tier.
But like, we all know what's a good low tier, and
Like
those...
Paraslong probably, because it gets Paraslong plus Whirlpool if I'm not mistaken.
I don't. Is the Pokebank accurate? Because it says she has 25 left.
I think they added 20 points for like pickups.
So she had 5 points left over and then added 20.
I think so.
Fair enough. So she's already played her game. She's 2-0.
Yeah, she's 2-0.
Who did she play? She played Shlomo.
Ethan and Shlomo, yeah.
What's his name? Shlomo?
Shlomo Eli, I think. Sorry if I'm butchering that.
Yeah, sorry, Shlomo. I just think of. Do you ever know there used to be a YouTuber? I don't know if he still makes videos, but he used to make auto-tune, like he auto-tuned viral videos, and he
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Shmoyoho.
Yeah.
And,
he did some work for like Jack's Film, so that's how I know him.
Well, he just reminds me of that. Faded Love, the certified most edgy player in the league.
You can't really say that when Abrar's name is in there.
Love, got you. Run away, I've got to. Faded
you gotta stop.
Love, I've got to. Stop singing this song. Okay.
You really do.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Kurai Tenshai.
That's edgy.
That's edgy, but come on, Faded Love. Be a little bit more personal.
Like Faded Love is also pretty edgy, let's be real here.
Faded Love. What does that even mean? It's like
I don't know.
You love someone, but you like, grow to not love them anymore. So it's faded. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, let's talk about Faded Love's roster.
Yeah.
It's got
I really like his roster.
Yeah, Lando T, Gyarados Mega, certified Godmons.
Rotom C is also a Godmon. Moltres is also a Godmon. These are all Mons that we had last time.
Scizor is the Mon we discussed like extensively.
We really wanted Scizor before it got stolen from us.
So, literally, the first 5 picks are Godmon.
These are certified Godmons.
And then I used Seismitoad before. I love that Mon.
I think he wanted Swampert originally, but it got sniped, so I told him to pick up Seismitoad. Same thing, right?
You did? Wait, yeah. Sorry, repeat that?
No, because like I think he wanted Swampert, but I was like, it got sniped, so I was like, okay, just pick up Seismitoad. Basically the same thing.
It's a little bit less bulky, but it has knockoff in return. So it's kind of a fair trade, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. And like you can also abuse like Rain Dance if you really want to.
Yeah. I think I only ran that once in my lifetime, but even then, like you would think by the time he gets to his 7th pick, which is Espeon, you would think, oh, he's low on points, he can't pick the good Mon, and then he got Espeon, which is
Espeon's another good Mon.
But Grotle, what's that? What's with the Grotle?
I have no idea. I think this Mon is dog shit.
Like
it's bulky, I guess, with the Violet, but it's not good.
Maybe defensively. What does it do? It doesn't do anything.
I think it's just because like you can like use Leech Seed with it, and it can be annoying.
Okay, so we're gonna move on, but not to earlier. I actually, when I made the bit earlier about Kevin's roster, skipping Kevin, I was just joking. Let's go back to Kevin's.
Yo, Kevin's roster is actually like scary. I hate it, but I think it's scary. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he set out to draft that as Brar would say, the Fairy Dragon Steel Core.
Yeah.
That was his first 3 picks. And
okay, but I really hate it just because of Klefki. I hate that Mon.
And I know that's not a Brar saying. I'm just picking on him at this point. Yeah, Gardevoir, Salamence, and Klefki. Fuck Klefki, man. Like that's
yeah, I know, right?
Spikes. I hate it.
Mon is mega AIDS. I hate that thing.
Yeah.
Like
and then,
anything with like screen spikes, just annoying.
We had Nidoking before.
Yeah, Nidoking's another god Mon.
And then I think something that's been underappreciated is Heliolisk. Like C plus is like pretty moderate. Like it's pretty conservative. Like I think it's better than C plus. I think has decent special attack, especially since it has the speed tier that you can run specs on it.
Yeah, that speed tier is great. It's Kartana level.
And you can Volt Switch. Like it's good.
Yeah, and like its stab typings aren't bad because like you can spam stuff like Hyper Voice and Thunderbolt.
And he drafted.
And there's not much that resists that.
He drafted our favorite, Aerodactyl.
Yeah, Aerodactyl is the GOAT Mon. Like normal Aerodactyl is great. It's probably... Mega Aerodactyl is like a whole other level of GOAT, but normal Aerodactyl is good as well.
It's probably because we bodied him with Aerodactyl last season.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he has to get on the train of Aerodactyl because we shit on him so hard with it.
Alright, so before we move on to Lear, I'm gonna just move Zapdos for no reason. Just put it next to Aerodactyl. Alear, last person in Conference 1. He is a Tapu Lele fiend. He's a fanboy of Tapu Lele. I'm not gonna lie. Like, other than Galvantula, I pretty much drafted this roster from him. Like,
nice.
Like, I helped him so much with this draft. Other than Tapu Lele and Galvantula, I pretty much consulted him so hard with this roster. I think Sharpedo Mega is one of the best Megas. Probably the second best Mega behind Gyarados.
Absolutely agree. Yeah. Great Mon.
It's just so free. And
yeah.
I think
best cleaner in the game. Crobat's great as well.
Crobat, yeah, that's what I was gonna say next. Crobat, so free. It's only B. How's that fair?
Dude, Crobat's under tiered in my opinion.
Yeah. And
then, Zygarde's the real thing though, right? Zygarde, that Mon is big Busteroni.
He really wanted to draft Zygarde 10, and I think like because he got sniped on something, I don't even remember the situation, but basically it allowed him to get Zygarde 50, and his team is scary. Like Minior,
yeah, dude, it actually is. I scrimmed this team and I lost. Zygarde's really good.
I scrimmed him too, and I lost twice in a row, and it's because of Zygarde. Fuck that Mon.
Yeah, Zygarde's big Busteroni. Zygarde 10 is not Busteroni, but big Zygarde is extremely Busteroni.
And that's why it's S-.
I think it should be S tier, dude.
Yeah. And then he
Mon's next level shit.
Here's the thing. Last season we talked about this too ourselves when we were drafting. Tangela versus Tangrowth.
Okay, but Martin, you fucking love Tangrowth for some reason.
I love Tangrowth, but we drafted Tangela instead, and I remember talking to Alear about this draft, and he was also on the fence between Tangela and Tangrowth, and I was so conflicted because I think Tangela is a good Mon too, but
I think it's good.
I don't know. What do you think about Tangrowth versus Tangela?
Oh, I think in draft Tangela is better because it's so much cheaper.
Do you think Tangrowth is worth the increase in points?
No. I think Tangrowth is like a 75 Mon now.
75.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I think you disagree with me because you're like a Tangrowth fanboy.
Well, I don't know. I just think Tangrowth is at least as good as Zapdos, and I think Zapdos is like the certified A+ Mon. Like, it's not higher, it's not lower. I think Zapdos belongs in A+, and I think Tangrowth is on par. So that's why I always believed it was...
Yeah. Okay, I get that. Even though I disagree with you. But yeah, I get that.
Volbeat is a Mon I pretty much convinced him to take, simply because he needed a 10-point Mon, and I honestly don't think any Mon in 10 points is worth taking at all.
Yeah, totally agree.
But
Most 10-point Mons are pretty shit can.
But at least Volbeat has Prankster, and Prankster's like the best ability. Period.
Yeah, pretty much the most big buster-only ability in the game.
So that's why I suggested that one. Let's go on. Overall standings. Let's actually take a look at this. Cause
hasn't been updated yet.
Oh, it hasn't. I haven't played my games yet at all.
Yeah, neither have I. We'll do them tomorrow probably.
But big surprise, Zap is 2-0.
Michelle's 2-0. Faded Love and New Name Plus are both 2-0 for what it's worth.
They are?
Yeah.
Lucas 2-0?
Yeah.
I'll make a prediction right now. Lucas will go 4-0, then lose like 1 or 2 games, and just get depressed and start shitting the bed. Sorry, Lucas, but it's gonna happen. Next person.
Bold prediction, real quick. Bold prediction. I think both I think Michelle and Janae are gonna finish top 2 this season in their conference.
No. Me and you are finishing top 2.
No, like in their conference, dude.
Oh, okay. In their conference, in our conference, and overall.
Yeah, it's us too, of course, obviously.
The GOAT's top draft. Okay. We gotta.
Right, speaking of.
Wait, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we gotta go speed round because we've already been going for 56 minutes and we want to.
Oh, okay. Holy shit. Okay, let's blow through Jeff's team.
Well, the reason we can blow through Jeff's team is because Jeff is really bad at this video game, and even if he drafted a good team, which is up for debate, we know.
I think it's a great team, dude.
But that's the thing. It's a great team, but we know he's not gonna be able to capitalize on it. So. It's like, is it worth discussing? I don't know.
Oh yeah, dude. Any roster with Cortana on it is worth discussing. I hate this mon. I think it's ridiculous. It should be banned. I fucking hate it.
Oh man, he also drafted Meganium. Why?
Because it's like his meme, right?
What meme? His meme switches every season.
Yeah, that's a good point. He was gonna draft Porygon Z until he didn't. So who knows?
Drafted Noivern, which I'm a believer in.
Noivern's good.
It only has 97 special attack, but
it's good.
It has a unique speed tier that it can run specs, and it has a unique moveset. It has, I think, Overheat or maybe Flamethrower. I don't know.
Yeah, it gets Flamethrower and Boom Burst and Hurricane and Draco.
Yeah. And U-turn, which is good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, we gotta move on. Pillow sign, we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Speaking of bad things, Michael here, Golder 12, drafted a full-on Smogon sample team. I can never respect him anymore.
Golder 12. Yeah, like, no offense, Michael. I remember you blew me back in a PU series tourney. I was so mad when you blew me back with a stupid-ass Rain or Sun team. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, I fucking hate this guy. Fuck you, Michael.
Extremely relatable. They're like, I have nothing against him as a person, but this draft is so boring, and I never want to like look at it. It sucks ass. It's so boring. There's no creativity.
And you know what's funny is he drafted a Rain team, and he's like, oh, I can't afford a Ferrothorn. Let's just get
Ferroseed.
Yeah, let's get Ferroseed. Let's get a Ludicolo in there. Let's get a frickin' Quillfish in there. Fuck this draft. We're moving on. Fuck this guy.
Pretty much. Okay, I also want to shit talk Nick B because he sniped my Sandslash. Like who snipes a Sandslash? Out of all things, Sandslash sucks ass. Why would you ever snipe that? Sorry.
He last picked Chandelure. I think he did our strat where he's like, you know, I don't think anyone's going to take Chandelure. I'll just leave it for last. And what gives that away is he Z-moved it as well.
Yeah.
Z-capped it.
I respect that.
And I think I think he just knew people weren't going to draft Chandelure.
Yeah, because Chandelure was like on the fence of moving down, so.
Really?
Yeah. People did not think it was good. I think this draft is decent though.
Machamp didn't get drafted in the other
Yeah, no.
conference, did he?
It's been a while since he's been drafted, like overall, I think.
I think Machamp's a good mon with Dynamic Punch and No Guard. Like, that's
Yeah.
annoying as hell. And it really
Absolutely.
makes you worry when you're planning because
Yeah.
it's such an uncertainty factor.
Yeah, and it can also run like Guts, right? Like it has like options.
Yeah. And
No.
and like literally the sole reason why I thought Junaid's draft was good last season, Cloyster, like he has it. So like
Yeah, Cloyster can like farm wins.
it's literally free. And then Alakazam Mega, like
Yeah.
what else?
Right.
I don't
You wanna move on?
Yeah, we'll move on, but
Yeah.
I don't agree with the Regice pickup.
Regice is okay because it does work in like randoms. That's about it.
Oh, okay, I see. It did something in randoms.
Yeah,
Rejon.
pretty much.
I actually played this guy this week. I still haven't played my matches.
He has no ground type.
So, in your opinion, no ground type is insta negative?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like I don't have a ground type, and I'm really like regretting that.
Cause I was talking to Arif recently, and he feels that like at first he felt bad he didn't have a ground type, but he feels that he doesn't even need a ground type, and now he's considering pickups, and he's not even considering ground types. Like
I don't know, man. I like. It might just be because I'm playing a dude with a Tapu Koko this week, so I'm like, it's really on my mind right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why.
Fair enough. I think the problem, not a problem, like the problem coming up against this draft, and I play him this week, and it's worrying me is he has a Scizor Omega, which sets up a Mimikyu, which sets up a Victini, which is just a monster, a Ribombee,
which sets up.
Minior sets up, Miloetta sets up,
Gorbis also sets up.
It's just, it's scary. It's scary to go up against.
Pretty much. It's like, if he gets webs up with Ribombee, he can just set up with all of his mons and maybe just win.
Yeah.
And you can't even rapid spin on his ass because he's got a Mimikyu.
Mimikyu is such a broken ability. Like, fuck that ability.
Yeah, it's balanced by the fact that the rest of its stats are dog shit, but I get what you mean.
This is weird because the next person is also the person I play, which I'm playing tomorrow night. Please give up. He went.
Oh, Oliver. This man sniped me hard, so I cannot respect him.
Please give up is Oliver?
Yeah.
He played like 2 seasons ago, right?
Yeah, like the last. I think he played in the last summer season.
Okay. Yeah, I remember coming up. I didn't play him. He was in the other conference, but I remember him. Yeah.
No respect. He sniped me hard.
With what?
Ferrothorn. I was gonna first pick Ferrothorn, and then Zapdos on the way back. No, I was gonna first pick Zapdos and second pick Ferrothorn.
Really?
Yeah.
What about T-Tar?
No, my first original draft was like some weird pressure stall bullshit.
With
and
what?
Zapdos was my first pick. It was like all 3 birds, and then Ferrothorn, Gliscor, Mega Slowbro, Kyurem. I would have gotten all of them if you didn't draft Zapdos as well.
Okay. Well, he didn't need to pick Claydol second.
Yeah, that was a bit question mark.
And Jellicent third. He didn't need to do that. And Golisopod fourth. He didn't need to do that. And Beware.
No. Beware's good, though. I think Beware's pretty decent.
They're all good, but he didn't need to pick them at that point. Like, that is kind of premature, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think his roster is pretty decent.
Then again, I don't know if he got sniped, though. Like, maybe what we're saying is moot if he didn't get sniped.
I think he submitted a list.
That's true.
So I think that's why.
I think Snorlax is a problem.
Like, I agree. I think Snorlax is really good.
Yeah, and it's really been a mon that hasn't been seriously used in a while. It hasn't been like it hasn't been used properly and hasn't been used well in a while, and it's a mon that can cause a lot of problems. It's, in my opinion, the B version of Suicune. It's just like...
Yeah, it's fat as shit and hard to break through.
Yeah. Should we move
and
on?
it can set up with curse. Yeah, sure, let's go.
Kyler. You went with this certified Entei. Signature Mon at this point. Entei.
Actually? Huh.
Well, I think this is the second time at least drafting it.
Okay. I actually quite like this draft, dude.
Why?
Like, it's got a lot of mons I like. Just like Tapu Lele, I think is pretty good. I think Entei is also really good and hasn't been used. I think Zygarde is really good. Like, even the small version, I think, is pretty good. And I think Mega Gyarados is big Busteroni.
I was having this discussion with Alir. Do you think Tapu Lele is under-tiered, over-tiered, rightly tiered? Like, what do you think about Tapu Lele?
Like, on paper, I think it's rightly tiered, but, like, I think in practice, I think it's a little bit under-tiered. Because, like, on paper, it's literally just a slightly better version of Gardevoir, but, like, in practice, I think it's a little bit better.
It's mostly because, like, when we ran Gardevoir, it was mostly like Scarf, almost. Like,
yeah.
We really like Scarf Gardevoir. And...
yeah, but, like, that speed tier makes, like, Scarf almost necessary on Gardevoir.
Yeah, and I think Tapu Lele is a better Scarf Gardevoir.
Yeah, for sure, because 15 speed is way better.
15 more speed and 5 more special attack. Like, it's objectively a better Scarf Gardevoir.
Yeah, and that 15 speed makes a huge difference, is the thing.
Before we move on... Sorry, go ahead.
No, like, with Tapu Lele, you're not forced to run Scarf because its speed tier by itself is pretty good.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Before we move on, I want to just say Skarmory, certified Godmon. Certified.
You're going to say that.
Absolutely certified. Next, we have...
Carnivore.
Carnivore or Ramadan? I can never... Okay,
it's Carnivore.
Ramadan is War. And then Carnivore's... They're just too close. Garchomp.
Pretty much the same version.
Yeah, Garchomp and Sylveon. Classic.
Yeah, this is basically his classic draft. He always drafts this. I can respect that.
Garchomp's nasty, dude. It's a ground type. What more do you want?
It really is, dude. I think regular Garchomp is better than Megachomp. Easily.
I think so, too.
Because you can actually run items on it, which is a huge boon. You can run, like, berries and shit like Junaid's always talking about.
Wait, I just realized. Earlier you said Incineroar is underrated. Why?
Because Intimidate, dude. Like, it's bulky enough to get away with an Intimidate set and be a defensive Mon. And it gets enough utility like Knock Off and U-Turn. And also, it's got a, like, really weird defensive typing that actually works out pretty well.
Dark and Fire?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, it walls a surprising amount of stuff, like other people's knockoffs and, like, Steel, which is sort of an underrated stab, and, like, fucking... There's one stab I was talking about, Fairy. It's neutral against Fairy, which is big, I think. So, like, it walls a bunch of, like, typings... Oh, and Grass. It walls a bunch of typings that, like, you wouldn't expect to be threats, but, like, if you ever need it, it's, like, super useful, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's just, like, a good Mon. What can I say?
Eradicate Alola. Say something! I wanted to see how long the awkward silence could go on for.
Just like Eradicate Alola! And I was like, what about it?
I wanted you to say something about it. I was testing.
I don't know what to say. It's like it's like okay, you know what I mean?
What about Garbodor?
Actually,
Garbodor. Okay, I don't care what you say about it. We're going on to Eric. Remember,
who is this?
People.
Eric.
Remember, people. We're about top bants over here.
Yeah, absolutely top banter.
Top.
None of that real analysis.
No real analysis. In fact, I think this is the worst analysis ever. And the fact that we're going on for an hour and 9 minutes, we gotta speed this up. Eric Hill, he went Tornadus T, which is a Godmon. Rotom Wash, which is annoying as fuck. Serperior, Godmon. Klefki, Godmon. Tyrantrum, Maybe.
Actually good. Actually good. Tyranitrum's good.
Camerupt Mega. Shit.
That's a Godmon. Tell me
Really?
Camerupt's Godmon.
Really?
Tell me that right now.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Mega Camerupt, Goatmon. Goatmon, sorry. Goatmon. Great defensive typing. Hits insanely hard. Amazing dual stab. Looks badass. Gets Stealth Rock. What more do you want?
It gets Head Smash.
Actually?
Yeah. It's Rock type, right?
Mega Camerupt!
Oh, we're talking about Camerupt or Tyrantrum?
Dude, I was talking about Camerupt. I think Camerupt's a Godmon.
Camerupt's quad weak to Scald.
Who cares? Scald is gay.
It's quad weak to something else.
Dude, Camerupt has 145 special attack with sheer force boosted attacks. Like, what more do you want?
What I want...
If you ever...
Go ahead.
No, if you ever get it in on like a U-turn or a Volt Switch, it will claim one.
Claimatory is the new term.
Claimatory?
Claimatory one. Claimatorial. Ask Steve. Crabominable bad.
Crabominable is bad, yeah. Totally agree.
Taurus.
Okay, Taurus is actually kind of good.
Taurus.
Dude, I think it's actually kind of good. Like, it looks like dog shit, but it's like not the worst thing ever, you know?
Taurus is like, hey, look, I'm a meme. I get overheat, but I have 40 special attacks. Use me, please. No, Fire Blast, not overheat. Fire Blast.
Boosted by sheer force is not the worst thing ever. Like, you can hit it like a Skarmory with it.
Okay, next roster, which is...
Oh, it's yours.
Mine. Yeah, it's mine. And I just want to flat out say, I drafted Zapdos first because it's my signature mon, and I drafted Suicune second because it's Julian's signature mon. And I did it as a meme. I didn't make it like apparent that it was a meme at the draft day, but that's why I did it, because I'm giving a shout out to Julian, who, yeah, he's not drafting.
I respect that, dude.
I think it makes a decent core.
Yeah, I think it's great.
But
okay, when I say great, I mean it's super AIDS.
I'm not gonna talk about it. You can talk about it. And one thing I will say before I sign off, and you can finish the segment off about my draft, is I think every mon except maybe Volbeat, which in a very niche scenario, maybe, I think every mon on my team is usable in like most matches.
Yeah. Dude, I think you just ran it back. Like, these are all mons that like Como Metagross, Gardevoir, these are all mons that we love, dude. These are all mons that we drafted last season and made look good. And then like Zapdos and Suicune is just like an AIDS core to deal with, because like big pressure, stall, and shared weaknesses, there are none. And Calm Mind Suicune is super mega A's. And Mega Sceptile is also a great mega. I think it's another Aerodactyl mega. I think it's underrated and people don't use it enough. That's really all I had to say, dude. Like, I think your roster is like actually good. You're just not giving it enough like credits.
Yeah, I don't actually like individually. I think every mon here is usable. I don't like it though. Like, I don't know what it is about it. There's something about it I don't like, and I think it's on the lower spectrum of my rosters. Only above season. What was the first competitive season?
Season 6, the one where you drafted Mega Glade and made it look like dog shit.
Yeah, I think it's only above that season, in my opinion. But
dude, I think it's good. Like, what can I say?
I think I was gonna say the one thing I'm proud of is, to this day, I've never repeated a mega. I've repeated a lot of mons in my history, but in 9 seasons, I've used 9 different megas, and I plan on continuing that. So if you want to snipe me, pick something a mega I've never drafted before.
All right, I'll keep that in mind for next season, which you're definitely drafting in, right?
Nah, unless I win, then I won't draft. I don't think Metagross is that good. I don't know why I ran that mon back.
That's all right.
In fact, okay, let me just, before we move on, I'm going to break down Zapdos. I drafted that before.
Alright, go for it.
Como, I drafted that before. Metagross, drafted that before. Gardevoir, drafted it. Shedinja, drafted it. Kadabra, drafted it. Volbeat, drafted it. So the only 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 11 mons, I've only drafted 4 new mons. Would you say that's a bad rate?
It's not bad. And also about Metagross, yeah, it was the worst member of our team last season, by far.
You think so?
No, like, statistically, it got the least amount of IP.
But, like, I feel like it literally won us a few matches.
I don't actually remember a single match where Metagross, like, did work, except for that one match against Kevin, but Kevin, free.
Yeah, but I feel like the fact that it set up rocks against Abrar and fooled him into thinking he was a rock setter.
That was fire.
It won us that match. Speaking
that
of
was
Abrar,
insanely fire. Oh yeah.
Speaking of Abrar, he's very edgy because his name is
literally Dark Angel 26. I wonder what happened to the first 25 angels.
Why did you choose 26? I'm sure he explained
it's his birthday. It's like it's date of his birthday. I can respect that.
Okay.
Like, everybody's shitting on his roster. I think it's okay,
He lost his first match. Who did he play? He played
Nick 6188.
He has Clefable.
Clefable's a godmon.
He has Absol, which is kind of like the counterpart of Clefable, in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna see that.
Why did
it also fits his, like... What do you mean?
What?
No, because I was gonna say, like, Mega Absol fits his, like, edgy theme, so I can appreciate that as well.
Yeah, that's right. Absol is the... What? I think Absol is the edgiest mon ever.
I'm trying to think of, like, an edgier mon that's not legendary. That's actually hard. I don't think there is one. Like, maybe Megazord X. That's pretty edgy.
Or Megazord X. No, it's Absol, dog. The only one I can think of is Luxray.
It's Luxray really that edgy, though? Like...
Yeah, it's angry for some reason.
I'm not sure. Like, it just doesn't scream edgy to me,
I think it's edgy.
I'm legit scrolling through this entire list of Smogon mons.
Okay, forget it.
Yeah,
Let's talk about these mons. So, I like Clefable, Absol, Starmie, and Staraptor. I'm not a fan of Roserade, Electivire, Druddigon, Dugtrio A. Like, what?
Yeah, that one's disgusting. I don't like that one either.
Why did he pick that?
Because he said that he needed, like, a steel type, and, like, it revenge killed a few fairies that he had problems with. But it's a dog shit mon, is the thing.
The thing is Steelix is cheaper.
Yeah, but he wanted the speed tier. Because, like, Dugtrio A is actually fast.
He picked it before me, before I picked Steelix. Steelix is better.
Steelix is better in every way, but, like, for what he wanted, I think Dugtrio A fits better.
What speed tier? Dugtrio's, it's 110.
Yeah, it's actually fast as fuck, dude.
But it's like, it has 100 attack.
Yeah, it's usable.
I remember him talking about Lapras and saying Lapras is good.
It's because I think it is good, dude.
Why?
It's 20 points, and it hits pretty decently hard. That's pretty much it.
How? It has 85 attack and 85 special attack.
It's usable, because usually you want to specs it. That's what they run in, like, monotype.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't it usually want to run, like, Rest and, like, I don't know, like, Pear Song?
I don't know. It has a bunch of, like, different sets. I think it's pretty viable.
He ran it.
Yeah, it got destroyed.
What happened?
Cloyster set up and just killed it with Rock Blast.
Fuck Cloyster. You know what? And Cloyster used Rock Blast, right?
Yeah.
And that's a rock type move.
Yeah.
And then Tyranitar's a rock type Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you drafted Tyranitar. First pick. We're moving on.
Insane segue.
And Aerodactyls rock type too.
S tier segue, dude. Speaking of S tiers, there's no S tiers on my team because S tiers are complete dog shit.
Yeah, who drafts S tiers?
S tiers are like not the wave.
S
like
tiers
the opposite
are
of wavy.
Not wavy, dog. Only trash cans draft S tiers.
Yeah, I just do want to point out that I have no ground type except for Jober. With that being said, you should probably take this segment because it's like I don't want to rate my own roster.
True, but do you really want me to take over? Because you know I'm gonna trash talk you.
Hell yeah, dude. Junaid already trash talks me, so I can handle it.
Flowood Eternal is dog shit.
Whoa, hold on a sec, dude. We'll continue.
Bronzong, dog shit. Buzzwole.
Don't say it.
Godmon.
Thank you. That's right. Buzzwole, it actually is a Godmon.
But yeah, like, I like the team, especially since you have Aerodactyl Mega, which I think is like, it's our Mega. It's like, it's the H2EZ4 GOATS Mega, and it will always be the H2EZ4 Mega.
It really is.
Serena, good mom. I don't know what to say, because here's the thing. We talked about this earlier today, but when we did this podcast with Abrar, which was great because it was very analytical, he actually had things to say.
Right, yeah. Because he knew like what he was talking about in terms of Mons.
All I ever said was like, oh, Aerodactyl Mega Godmon. Flowood Eternal. Fucking shit. Like, that's all I ever said. So, now you're putting me on the spot because you're saying, oh, I can't talk about my own roster. So, I have to talk about it. I don't know what to say. It's a good roster. I think Dribbler is actually pretty okay for what it is.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what to say. I don't think Ambipom is as good as you think it is. It's normal.
Okay,
type.
Here's the thing though. Like, I don't think Ambipom is good. I think Ambipom is dog shit, and I hate them on.
So if I were you, I would trade it in.
I probably will. It's nice to have a 115 speed Mon.
Listen, I would trade Ambipom in with a combination of Audino. I would trade those two in. I don't believe in those two at all. I don't think they're good.
Yo, you're actually right though. I can pick up an A- tier. What's that?
I would even consider Ambipom, Audino, and Bronzong. Those three, you could get like an S tier if you trade those three in.
Nah, S tiers are not the wave, remember?
They're not. But like, you drafted. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, maybe only two of them then. But
yeah, S tiers are not wavy.
I hope I didn't disappoint you because I have no analysis to give.
Dude, that's okay. Totally fine.
Nian.
Go.
Who's Nian?
Dan. He's a new drafter, but he's been playing like a bunch of tournaments. He played Stabmons.
See, I played the tournaments, but I got blown the fuck out at round one in every tournament. So, like, I just don't pay attention to them. I recently signed up for Oras OU, and even though that was literally my prime, I'll probably get blown out in it. So,
nah, dude. You gotta have some faith in yourself, dude.
Well, I have faith in myself in draft. I'm the GOAT, after all.
You really are.
But in series tourneys, after winning the first ever series, which had like a massive amount of players, I don't think I can win another one. So it's whatever.
You gotta believe in yourself, dude. This is your chance.
This guy has Cresselia though, Dan.
Dan's team is actually scary as shit though.
You know why? He has Venusaur and Cresselia. Whoa. Whoa. And Heatran. Whoa. Whoa.
What the fuck are you saying?
Oh, yeah. And Whimsicott's gonna fucking cotton guard on you, prankster, before you hit it with a physical move, and then you're gonna get fucked.
Dude, it's just a Sun team. Like, Cresselia is there to set up Sun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Torkoal has Sunny Day ability.
Dude, I can't tell what you're saying anymore.
Chlorophyll. Sogbuck Chlorophyll. Hondoom takes care of that Sunny Day. It has solar power.
No comments. You wanna move on?
Sunny day. Moving on. Ramadan. War. 52896. I'm assuming he was born in 96. Literally literally the only person in this draft with a more generic name than me.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Your name is generic as shit, though.
My name is generic. His is more generic. The only other one is Nick
6188. That's not a good name. That's very generic.
That's on par with mine.
Yeah. Maybe Golder 12. That's also pretty generic.
Well, like, it has some... I don't know what a Golder is, so it has some merit.
Like... Yeah, okay, you're right.
I guess... But Ward is like, oh, I love Ward. I'm gonna...
It's from Digimon, dude.
Ward. How so?
It was like... There was like this thing called War Greymon or something.
War Greymon! Digivolve into Greymon!
Dude, I never watched Digimon. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Digimon. Digimon. Let's go.
Anyways, like, I think his roster is pretty good. It's actually scary as shit, and this is something I would draft. Like, Mega Diancie plus fucking Dragonite is actually, like, a nuts roster. I actually love that core together. Martin?
Dude, I'm just trying to see how long I can not say anything before you, like, make note of it.
Dude, like, I can't carry this analysis, dude, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm analyzing in the first place.
Okay, talk more about the Anti-Mega, because that's one of the 9 Megas I've drafted, and it's in the upper tier. It's in the top half of the Megas I've drafted.
I think it's good. But it's frail as shit. I don't know if it's worth, like, 95.
So, I wasn't in the council this season because I wasn't supposed to draft this season. So
yeah, I also hate Mons.
I don't know if I would have been in the council. I don't want to say either way, but I personally wouldn't have voted to put it down to X neutral. Why?
Really?
Why was it downgraded?
Because it's frail as shit, dude. It dies to every steel type move in the game.
Steel, yeah, but like, how common even is that? It's pretty good otherwise. 110 defense, like 110 special defense.
50 HP.
50 HP, but like the defenses counteract that.
Not really. It's still very frail. Is the thing.
I don't think it's that frail.
Dude, like, do some calcs on it. Like, it dies to a lot of stuff. That's the thing.
But then Diamond Storm, like...
Oh, Diamond Storm is big Busteroni.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it can even boost defense.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's, like, on par with, like, Mew. You know what I mean? Mew is, like, super Busteroni. This is just, like... This mon is just, like, regular Busteroni.
In the earlier seasons, Diancie Mega was on par with... It was the top scorer. It was the best performing Pokemon.
I mean, like, nobody's drafted it in a while, so maybe that's why.
I drafted it in the first competitive season, and I love that mon. Oh, wait, no, did I?
No, not the first.
Was it the season after?
Yeah, you drafted it after. That was the season I blew you back with Magearna.
That's right. I love that mon, though. Diancie Mega, Magic Bounce.
It's not bad.
It's a good mon. I don't know if I would have voted it down.
I think Diancie plus Dragonite is the single best core in the draft, period.
Really?
Quote me on that.
I guess, because it takes those earthquakes, huh?
Dude, it's just, I have a boner for this core, because I wrote an RMT about this on Smogon, and it was like one of my... And I like made this big team about it, and like a lot of high elo players started using the same team, so I felt like really good about it. And it was like built around Diancie and Dragonite, so I have like... It's like my nostalgia mon almost.
Whoa, Optic is playing LG in the winners round 1.
You want to say that in the middle of the podcast?
Oh, shit. Okay, well, luckily this is the last team we're talking about.
Maybe. Hold on, I want to check out this, like, what the bracket is.
How long has this gone on for?
It's probably like an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and 29 minutes. An hour and 30 minutes. So, like, usually this is how long a podcast was for one conference. So
yeah,
I think
we got both of them down.
We got both
pretty
of them
good.
down. Conference 2, we kind of sped up a bit. But overall,
that's fine.
We talked about everyone. I hope you enjoy watching it.
Yeah, thanks for listening or watching.
War drafted Magneton, 3rd pick. Fuck you. I want Magneton. Godmon. That's a Godmon, right?
It's pretty good. For C+, it's a Godmon.
Yeah, it's like it's OU viable.
Maybe not OU viable. Magneton.
It
like
was
not even
Season
Magneton.
6.
Okay, Gen 6 is like what? It's like a Scarfer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whatever. So an hour and a half. Do you think anyone will watch this?
I hope so. If you like, maybe like, okay, if you've fuck, dude. If you've listened up to here, like, type something in the Discord or something. I don't fucking know.
This was too long. We tried to make it short. It was still too long.
There's just so much to cover. That's the thing.
24 players. I hope we did everyone justice because sometimes I'll like read or listen to someone talk about my draft, and I wish it talked about more in depth in my draft. But thing is, we don't want to sit here 3 hours.
Yeah, that's not wavy.
Okay. On that note, I brought Albert. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Close the podcast.
Dude, I don't fucking know. Just like, okay. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy. Tune back in next week for another one. Remember, smash that fucking like button
Smash
for a free
that like
iPhone.
button. Freaking subscribe to Albert's freaking Patreon. He's the freaking go. XXX420 freaking Donnie kid. Fucking XX. Fucking XX.com. Freaking Patreon.com. Go ahead. Freaking subscribe. Unironically pledge $2 to him.
But like, unironically, I would appreciate that because I actually work surprisingly hard on draft garbage nowadays.
Unironically, I was the one that recorded this podcast, even though my name isn't in yellow and I don't have a tier or title, draft project contributor. But I'm the one that's running this fucking shit. I'm salty as fuck. I'm the GOAT. I'm the best ever. I'm so much better than Albert. Fuck you, Albert. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you.
That was neutral. Wait, is the recording finished? Martin.
No, the recording isn't finished, you dumbass.
Oh, dude! You just did so like
that was a
seconds.
third. That was a third fucking check, and you're still an idiot. I'm stopping the recording right now.